Don Carpenter on Newsradio 1270 and 106.7 FM KIML.
Newsradio 1270 and 106.7 KIML. Don Carpenter Show. And this is kind of a special morning. We haven't talked roller derby in a long time. I want to welcome back to the show from, is it Gillette Roller Derby now or Coal Miner's Daughters? Or how's the official naming go?
It's Gillette Roller Derby, but we have the two teams, Coal Miner's Daughters and the Miner Misfits.
Okay, so I'll just say Gillette Roller Derby and Coal Miner's Daughters. And, of course, the Miner Misfits are the junior derby team. You guys are here today to talk a little bit about, well, we have Karma Suture and Farrah Lost It. I can't forget the derby names. We're going to talk about a couple different things. You're doing recruiting for next season, which is, that's always an ongoing thing. So we'll get to that in a second. But you're doing something a little bit different with your nonprofits this year, which is really cool.
Yeah, we typically we have 4 or 5 bouts per season, and we invite charities to come in, and with every ticket sold, that charity will get $1 from the ticket sales. So what we're looking at this time is we're looking for one charity.
Right.
We're going to set it up so that one charity comes in and we work as a partner with that charity. So we're trying to find someone who either is someone like GARF or the library or
the No Kill Shelter.
No Kill Shelter. Something big and organized like that, to even a single mother who has cancer and is needing some help. So everybody's going to be welcome to submit a application. Yes, yeah. Absolutely.
Well, and the way it works normally with roller derby teams is, like you said, each bout is for a different charity. This one will allow someone that may be in greater need to be able to raise a bunch of money throughout the season, which it's not quite spreading it out as much, but you'll be able to concentrate your efforts. And like you said, you're looking for a partner, so maybe they can come out to the bouts, set up a table, hand out leaflets, and talk to people, or whatever they need to do for whatever it is they do.
Yeah, and that's correct. And what we're also looking at is, so if we've got a charity who is putting on their own fundraiser and they're looking for help and they're looking for volunteers, they can come to us and say, hey, we're putting on this fundraiser. Would you mind sending some of your gals over, some of your juniors over? So we're willing to work with you as much as you're willing to work for us. That's the whole partnership.
Well, so it really is a true partnership then. It's not just and I've seen you guys doing this for other nonprofits before, but this would be a full-time thing the entire season. Whenever they need you, you're there. Whenever you need them, they're there.
That's correct.
Yeah, which is it's a really cool idea. I mean, like I said, I've known quite a few teams, and this is something unique. It's something different.
Yeah. So what we're asking for, we've shared an event on Facebook. You can find that event under the Gillette Roller Derby Facebook page. What we're looking at in the About section, there's about 10 questions that we're wanting to be filled out. Like, who are you? What's your mission? How long have you been established or organized? How many members or volunteers do you maybe bring to the table? How many fundraisers do you hold annually? So if you have maybe 2 fundraisers coming up this year, let us know so maybe we can plan around that with our bout schedule. What is your tax status? Are you a 501c3 or are you simply just a nonprofit working towards that 501c3? There's quite a few other questions there that we're wanting. And so once you've filled out your little questionnaire, you can simply email that to cmdbouts at gmail.com, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. We're looking at closing off our application at I believe January 12th, and then the team will vote on our
first practice on the
yeah
12th.
on the 12th we'll vote, and then we'll go ahead and announce to the community which charity we've chosen by February 1st.
Right. And I kind of just want to go back to something you said closer to the beginning. It doesn't necessarily have to be a big established charity. This could be, maybe a family that has large medical bills for their kid. I mean,
Absolutely.
I know you guys have done stuff like that before, or a smaller nonprofit that has just started and they don't have their 501c3 yet. So there's a lot of opportunities there.
Yep. We want to make sure that everybody knows what's going on here. We want the folks who are listening today to go on our Facebook page and share that event. Spread it by word of mouth. This isn't just somebody, hey, we've got a derby, we want your money. We want you to come in. We want to help you. We want to help the community. That's why I joined roller derby. It's not because I can get on the track and maybe get hit or hit somebody else.
Well, that is fun too.
That is fun.
It is. But I
Yeah.
like the fact that I'm helping out the community. I like something that is larger than myself.
Yeah.
And that's what Gillette Roller Derby gives to me.
Well, and it really is. It's just such an amazing thing to see. I mean, especially when you give that check to the nonprofit at the end. I mean, I've seen some pretty emotional times with that. So it really is cool. And again, cmdbouts@gmail.com. You just email and just give them a little bit of your information. And I encourage anyone that has some kind of a nonprofit or they maybe know someone that's in need. Encourage them to apply.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then, throughout the course of the season, we've got 4 bouts set up here at the Camplex, and we're going to be opening up vendor spots for our bouting. So if you're maybe dabbling in some woodworking and would like to come in and sell it, or if you're a Tupperware gal or like to sell the unique or
the makeup.
Any of that stuff, you can contact me at the CMD Bouts as well, and we can set something up so that you can come in. We'll charge a $20 sitting fee, and you can sell as much as you like.
Well, and that's a really cool thing too, because again, normally you play in Central Pavilion, and you have half the building that's not even being used, so it's a good use of the space. Gets people's people that show up early, they can kind of browse around and pick up a few things before the bout. So it's really a pretty cool idea. You guys are certainly expanding this year. It's really cool.
Yeah, we're going to end up having a really large spot in October, and I'd like to go ahead and open that up for even some jump castles for the kids, maybe some face painting and more vendor spots. We've got some planning to do, but we're looking at really big things this year, and we're hoping that the community comes out and supports us, as well as our partnership with whichever charity that we do choose.
Yeah. And again, you should have your stuff in before January 12th for the nonprofit. Is there a deadline for vendors, or just up until the day of the bout? If they decide they can come on out, they just let you know?
Yeah, we just need to know if you're going to show up so we can get a table for you. That's all we need.
Okay. Well, Camplex is good about that. They supply all that stuff for you. So it really is. It's definitely going to be a fun season, and of course, going to help a lot of really worthy people. The other thing you're here to talk about today, of course, is recruiting. It's always recruiting season for roller derby. There's always people coming and going, and obviously you have to keep the roster full. You're looking for new people. Your first practice is January 12th.
That's correct.
So tell us a little bit about what you're looking for.
Well, with our recruiting, it's like you said, it's always open recruiting, but the first part of the year is always the best time to go, because we can really give some one-on-one instruction, small group instruction, but back to the basics. And you don't even have to have skating experience. We'll work with you. Our adult women's team is ages 18 and up, and our juniors is age 8 through 17, and that's co-ed. So that's for both boys and girls. And the more the merrier. It's fun. I just really wish, if you want to try something new for the new year, try roller derby.
Well, and the really fun part about it is, you're helping the community, you're meeting great people. You guys are always fun, and it's obviously good for you too.
Absolutely.
If a couple bruises every once in a while never hurt anybody. I've seen a couple.
Well,
really big ones.
You can get as many bruises playing soccer
That is true.
and bowling. Believe it or not, have you ever smacked your thigh with a bowling ball? It's happened.
I've dropped one on my foot, so I know the pain with that.
Yeah.
But it really is. And by the time you're qualified, and like you said, you can start at zero, and not even know how to skate. And
I wasn't a skater before roller derby.
well, you are one now. I've seen it. The thing is, by the time you're qualified to do you can have, what is it, 25 laps in.
It's 27 in 5 minutes.
27 and 5. I was going to say 25 and 7, but it's 27 and 5.
Yeah, we want to make sure you're safe too. That with balance and strength, it's great for building up your core. Roller derby has kind of saved me in many ways with balance. I've always been kind of clumsy, but roller derby has helped me slide off of a slick spot on the ice, on the steps, so I can remain standing.
Yeah, and it's an amazing way to get into shape. You exercise every muscle in your body. That's the really cool part about it. And we should also point out that there's no age limit on the upper limit for the adult team. So, and there's women of all ages on the team. It's such a cool thing. So again, if anybody wants to try roller derby, how can they do that?
Well, you can check us out on Facebook. What we're doing is we do have gear that is safety gear, knee pads, helmets, and of course skates. And your safety gear available to rent for a low fee. And just come and check it out. Follow us on Facebook. We start on the 12th. Feel free to message us, email us, ask any kind of questions. I think the hardest part is just come to your first practice.
Yeah.
Dress comfortably. And you come and join and check it out and see what it's about, where we're working on our endurance and our skills. And it is a blast. It's an absolute blast.
And our typical practice times are Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we start at 5:45, and we go. The juniors, we actually skate together, which is an awesome mentoring program.
You can skate with your own kids. I do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the other thing there, and it's worked backwards too. You guys have had kids join the junior team, and then mom joins the adult team, which is that it really is a full family activity.
It is, yeah. We practice all together from 5:45 to 7, and then there's different levels of roller derby, 1, 2, 3. 3 being full contact, bout eligible, ready to play, or playing, and then it's the level 3s for that last hour together. Okay. And it's completely kid friendly. There's a lot of space. They can, if they're not level 3 or anything, they can go ahead and play games, whatnot, run around. We have the space. We're starting out at, you can look at our website, coalminersdaughters.com, because sometimes we go between Skateland and Camplex Central Pavilion. And so we're beginning the season out at Skateland, and then we're moving on to Central Pavilion to our event floor.
Okay, and again, Gillette Roller Derby on Facebook. You can find all of this, and the nonprofit partnership search, the recruiting for the adults and the juniors. Is your full schedule up yet, or not quite yet?
Yeah, we're just about
finished with it.
We're just about finished.
Well, it'll definitely be a fun season, and you guys are going to help a lot of people this season. It really is cool. Again, Gillette Roller Derby on Facebook. If you're interested in the search, cmdbouts.gmail.com or cmdbouts@gmail.com.
Perfect.
You can tell it's Friday. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in, and we'll see you. When is the first bout, anyway?
April.
So we got a few months. So we'll see you in April then.
All right.
Absolutely.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you, and let us know exactly who you pick for that, and I'll announce it on the air too.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot, guys. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. News Radio 1270, 106.7 KIML.
You're listening to Don Carpenter on News Radio 1270 and 106.7 FM KIML.